Today on the channel, new G.I. Joe Classified, Cobra Infantry. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another unboxing and review. And today we got a special one. You guys know G.I. Joe, it's my lifeblood. I love G.I. Joe, and I'm always excited when we have a new G.I. Joe figure to unbox. And today we got number 24, Cobra Infantry, hot off the pegs to unbox today. We will also compare this one to the Cobra Trooper Target Cobra Island exclusive. But remember, for all your G.I. Joe needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. Well, this one I did not get at Big Bad Toy Store. I do have a few more on order from Big Bad Toy Store for my troop building. However, I did find this one at Walgreens. You guys probably know Walgreens are on about every corner. If you don't have a CVS, you got a Walgreens, I think. Or some places like me, you got both. But Walgreens has become a little bit of a spot to hit some toys. Find some exclusives, Marvel Legends exclusives. They got G.I. Joe, they got wrestling exclusives. A sleeper toy spot. The thing I kind of like and I also don't like about Walgreens, I have about 24, 28 of them in kind of my area. That's nice because there's a lot of chances for success. There's also a lot of chances for failure. It's a lot of hours hunting those stores, but that's what you got to do sometimes. And I knew these G.I. Joes were starting to hit Walgreens. They were beating Target and Walmart to the punch in the store shelves. So I went around town, I hit every single Walgreens I could find. I found one Cobra Infantry. I found two Zartans, one for my buddy, Midwest wrestling legend Gage Octane, trained by Dory Funk Jr., of course. I found one for him. I found one for me. I already had my loose one I got from Big Bad Toy Store. Now I got my in-box one. Like I said, I found this one. But then I also found our old favorite Roadblock. I found the repaint Roadblock out there. So I still need to get the Duke and the Scarlet repaints. Not too worried about that. But I was very excited to find the Cobra Infantryman. As you guys know, troop builders are hard to get in the G.I. Joe world. Don't even want to talk about Cobra Island, but even in the regular set, you had the Red Ninja, in the G.I. Joe regular line, available to all stores. Very hard to get. You don't see it around much. You don't see it at all anymore. I once again did find one of those at Walgreens. So guys, if you have a Walgreens, it could be your sleeper spot. Not a lot of people are hunting Walgreens stores. So like I said, very happy to find this at Walgreens. But if you're not going to look at Walgreens and you don't want to do the hunting, like I said, Big Bad Toy Store, hit up the old link. You can order it and you'll have it your way before you know it, hopefully in the next month or so, I would assume. But let's do it like we always do it. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to unbox it. We'll compare it a little bit to the Cobra Island one as well. So here it is, Cobra Infantry. Similar but different, I like to call it. And we'll compare it to the box on the other one as well. But it's that Cobra Trooper, but it's Cobra Infantry this time. Not a ton of difference, but some difference. Very interesting, but love the little glamour shot there. You got the G.I. Joe logo, Cobra Infantry, ages, a little warning action. You got that cool Cobra background we love so much. At the very top, you got the number 24 and the Cobra logo. Plenty of warnings down there. Keep you busy all afternoon reading those. And then you got number 24 on the side. Once again, continuing the legacy of this new classified line. These are our file card. I don't know if people cut that out and save it. Doesn't do anything for me. I say it all the time. I want a traditional file card. That's part of the magic of G.I. Joe toys, and that's the only thing for me that's really missing in this classified lineup. Cool glamour shot there. Very similar to the Cobra Island. I always remember this, and it reminds me of like a robot. Not really a human behind there, but that's just me. And then you got that cool mural on the back. We love these. Very cool. It'd be great to have a nice artwork poster piece hanging in your office or something like that. You got more warnings down here. I just still say it, and I'll probably say it in every review. I could use a little file card. Just a little something. It doesn't have to be as big and as detailed as the old ones, but give us a little something. Just a little something. I don't know. How about Cobra Island? This is the hard to get one, of course, from Cobra Island days. I found quite a few of these out there. Just dumb luck, I guess you would call it. But I found quite a few of these back in the day. Cobra Island. So very similar, but different. Like I said, number 12 instead of 24. Same file card coding. And basically the same picture on the side. But on the back, you got the Cobra Island map, of course. So let's put these guys side by side. The first thing you can tell, pretty much the same thing with the infantryman and the trooper. And same thing on the other side, except the numbers, 12 and 24. Same thing with the top, 12 and 24. Warnings being the same as well. The back is where you get to the differences, of course. You got the cool poster, and then the other one you got the Cobra Island. But the real differences here are on the front. Obviously, the figure itself, you can see. Look at the Cobra Island here, and you got the infantryman here. You got a lot of weapon differences here. The Cobra Island guy, he's ready. He's bare in arms, and he's ready to go. Cobra Trooper's got a few weapons, but nowhere near as many. So there you go. You can kind of notice that. So we'll open them up. There's some differences, little color differences it looks like as well. So let's open these up. Now I'm going to put this Cobra Island one to the side because I don't want to get these mixed up and all of a sudden start opening this one because this is my mint on card one. I don't want to mess that up. That would have been quite the anger video. But let's open him up. So this is the infantryman. Look at the packaging first. Love that Cobra background. How cool is that? Not quite as cool as that Dreadnought Zartan one. If you guys missed my Zartan unboxing last week, go definitely check that out. Very cool. See you later. All right, how about a little plastic prison? There it is. There he is. Like I said, not as many weapons, but some similar ones for sure. So we'll pop him out here. Get these weapons out. Head, pistol, knife taped in. And one thing we talk about on a lot of these G.I. Joe ones, the great thing about all the accessories on these figures, they can be stored on the figure. You don't necessarily have to have plastic baggies of all the accessories and stuff like you do with some other figures, because everything can be stored on the figure. See you later. Oh yeah, love me some Joes. Tight joints, very tight joints. Very similar to the Star Wars Black Series as far as joints. Outside of that first Snake Eyes, I should mention. Does come with the exact same knife we saw in Cobra Island. No detail, no color, just a straight black knife. And I'm okay with that. I don't need a ton of detail on my knife. Fits right there on the front. There you go. You got his helmet. No goggles with this one. So we knew the Cobra Island one, he came with goggles. So I guess I'll just read it off right off the front here. So he does come with the 2 pistols. He does come with the knife. He does come with the helmet. But he is missing the goggles. And he's missing the long rifle or whatever you want to call it. And then he does have the smaller, bigger gun. The bigger, smaller gun. Yeah, there we go. Not a gun expert. And then he's missing the little cufflink thing that goes on there. So he does not come with that. So this is basically, maybe you can designate him as your leader of your Cobra Troopers, Cobra Infantry, if you have a loose set out there. And then the other things I've noticed right off the bat, and we'll show these on pictures, this is a darker, tanner skin tone on the face. You can see it on the eyes. This is much more white on the eyes here. A lot more menacing on the new infantrymen, and I actually prefer the infantrymen's. I mean, all you see is the eyes, the skin tone, but just the look of him looks a lot darker and meaner than the trooper here. And then you can put the goggles on this one. This one does not have the goggles. But very interesting. But like I said, you can store all these weapons on the actual figure, which I think is just awesome. Just an awesome, awesome thing. Got the holster in the front, holster in the back. So everything can be stored on the figure. Very, very cool. Very cool. I expect these things to go like gangbusters. You guys know, people army build these Joes, me included. I always want 1 min on card, and I want 2 loose ones if I can. But being this a regular release, if you don't get the amount you want, it's really your own fault. I talked about Big Bad Toy Store. There's tons of other toy stores, Amazon, you name it, you can order these things from. Get in on the pre-order, get as many as you want. If you say, oh, I really wanted one of these, I couldn't get one, well, you could have if you would have pre-ordered. As much as we don't like to pre-order, we'd like to just walk into every store, find what we need. Those days are long gone. But he does fit on a Ringside Collectible stand. Like I said, Ringside Collectible stands, the most versatile stands in the game. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. RingsideCollectibles.com. Use discount code Kyle. You'll save 10% on those stands. Here's a little comparison between the two. Both solid figures. Can't go wrong either way. You know, I feel really you need one of the Cobra Island Cobra Troopers. Have him kind of as your designated leader. These are the true army builders. That's how I would do it. That's how I would justify it in my mind, especially with the dollar amount the Cobra Island one goes for. I gotta think the Cobra Island one will dip in price with these out. There's going to be a lot of collectors out there that just want a Cobra Trooper of some kind. This infantryman will be just fine. They can put the Cobra Island one in their rear view mirror in the past. But I do notice a few other changes here. The brand new one, the vest and chest piece is bluer. It's very a blue where it's a black on the Cobra Island. And then when you get down to the pants, it's a little darker bluer and a little lighter bluer. So there is slight differences here. And like it says, this kind of goes to, this is the leader of the troopers, and he's the infantryman, and this is the leader. That's how I'm justifying it in my mind, at least. And then the head sculpt, or the eyes or whatever, like I said, the new infantryman does have better eyes, in my opinion. I like it a whole lot more. But very cool. A little darker tones on the Cobra Island, a little lighter on the infantryman. This is how repaints and re-releases need to be done. A straight re-release doesn't make anybody happy. It gets the people that really found these island ones and all that, gets them mad, which some of you guys probably say that's not a bad thing, which I kind of agree sometimes. But I like the idea of a little bit of differences. And it goes to the other repaints that are coming out too with Duke and Scarlet. Not to the same extent of these. Those are repaints, recolored, but the people weren't clamoring for Roadblock. We saw it in my action figure hunt videos. Not like they were for these. But all in all, thank you, G.I. Joe Classified Team. Keep pushing these things out. Hopefully distribution continues to improve. It's another thing we've talked a lot about on the channel. This came out right in the height of COVID, G.I. Joe did. They had no idea all the new fans that were coming to market and all the new collectors of the world that were coming. It's really a simple story if you take that big step back and put your business hat on. Toys were what they were. COVID hit. People couldn't leave the house. They couldn't go on vacation. They had extra money to spend. They went and bought collectibles. All the manufacturers were not ready for that. They didn't anticipate that. Nobody could. You couldn't anticipate that. A lot of new eyes on this when they already had so much product made and in the pipeline. Now they're trying to catch up, and it's already tough when you got a G.I. Joe line that hasn't been around for a while. You launch that during COVID when you have lower expectations than your Marvel Legends and Star Wars. You don't know how the line's going to do. So you don't put a ton out there anyways. Then COVID hits. There's tons more people buying them. It's just a recipe for disaster, and that's what we've seen with the G.I. Joe distribution. And they're trying to figure out the sweet spot, a new line. We've had so many new collectors that don't even like G.I. Joe but know they're a hot thing. They'll buy those. And then you got real long-term collectors that said, I'm sick of the case of not being able to find these. I'm out. So Hasbro's really trying to find out where is that sweet spot, because they don't want tons of extra. They don't want to make too many. That becomes a liability, and that's liability for the stores. That could kill the line. They don't want to have too few because they want to make money. It's just really a tough spot they're in, and a lot of retailers and distributors and manufacturers like Hasbro are in that trouble right now. And that goes not just toys, that goes to clothing, that goes to grocery. There's a lot of that. It's trying to find that sweet spot without losing money and trying to make money during a pandemic. It's very complicated. It's very difficult. And I think a lot of us collectors need to take a step back and remember that at the end of the day. So, I mean, I could talk about that topic all day long because I live it with my real world job about every single day. So there you go. But there it is, the Cobra Infantryman. You guys tell me in the comments your thoughts on this one. Are you planning on picking this one up? You guys know me, it gets an A+ for me. I love G.I. Joe, and I love these army builders like this. Just reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of the good old days watching G.I. Joe the cartoon. So you know I'm always getting them. But are you? You guys tell me in the comments below your thoughts on these. Don't forget to like the video. You're already here. You might as well like it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to unbox every G.I. Joe. I can guarantee you that. I love G.I. Joe among a lot of other things, but G.I. Joe is definitely at the top of my list. So hopefully a lot more good G.I. Joe stuff to come here in the next few weeks and months and maybe years. We'll see how it goes. So there it is. But for the Cobra Infantryman, the Cobra Island Cobra Trooper, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.